It's like basically 8 o'clock now. So do we want to like get
Yeah,
started
we could do it. We could
on
do it.
our first topics now that we've kind of gotten the small talk out of the way?
Wait. There's 3 minutes left, so I wanna 2 minutes now. I wanna ask a question. Should we bring in the soundboard?
Oh yeah, if you can be in charge of the soundboard if you want.
Dude, let's go.
I'll let you, if that makes you happy, we can do it.
Dude,
But, so I guess like the first thing that we can talk about is the accomplishments you've had over the past little while. Because you took a break for school and then you came back and like entered a I'm gonna pull up your Smash data just so I can remember.
wait. We're starting a podcast right now.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna start.
Oh, dude. Okay, wait. No, we have to do an intro because it's going to YouTube.
Okay. Oh yeah, true. Because it's going on YouTube. True.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
You start off.
Yeah. So I guess this is the third Puffcast. I put a title. I'm not sure if you saw it.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, this is our third episode. I'm Faust, and this is 2saint. And yeah, we're just gonna talk about Melee in the past couple months, I guess, because we didn't do one for the past 3 months. Yeah.
2 months. 2 months. We did it this month, so that counts.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, audience cheer.
Yeah. Oh, I can't hear it because the soundboard doesn't go through Discord. That's funny.
Okay. Just know the crowd was cheering for both of us.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, so we're gonna start off. We don't have to go in order, but like of the list, but
let's start off with the U topics first. I think
just get it out of the way.
Those ones probably make the most sense to start with.
We can only do it for like 5 minutes, dude. I'm like Crush.
Oh yeah. You know, I can only talk about myself for like 15 minutes at a time or something. But yeah, so what tournament did you beat? You beat Hbox at Galint, right?
I can tell you the exact day I beat Hbox, exact month.
What day was it? What day was it that you beat Hbox?
It was the 24th. The 24th?
No.
All right. What day was it? It
was the 20th of March.
Shit. Okay, I was 4 days off.
Yeah. But no, you had a pretty good bracket. That you beat like a bunch of good players at that tournament. You beat Aklo, which I know you've figured out now, but you've lost to him a couple times, like back in the before.
Yeah,
play, right?
He was the newcomer, dude. Like he came to the tri-state and he just like started bopping all of us, me, Rishi, Smuckers, just kind of like everybody. And then Rishi was the only one to really figure him out, and like stop his reign of terror. And then he beat me, I think, 3 times after the first time I beat him on LAN. And then I like dropped a whole tournament to him, to like an $1,000 pot tourney. Scorpius, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was Scorpius.
Yeah. That hurt, dude. That hurt.
Yeah.
But I'm glad I've been getting my comeuppance against Aklo, because honestly, he is a tough cookie. He's a tough cookie. He went Young Link for this time around for Gallant. He went Young Link game 1. I was so happy because I was like,
free win.
Yeah, free win, free W. Thank God. Because I was like, dude, I was scared about Link, like the big guy, the big Link, but he didn't go it. So free W, and then whatever Fox Puff set, blah blah blah. And to me popping the fuck off, I threw my chair on the floor. My mom came into the room like, what the fuck? I popped off harder beating Aklo than I did against Hbox. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. And then you at that tournament you lost to Hax and Ginger, which are both like fine losses.
Yeah,
like Ginger's obviously really good, and I think Hax was playing pretty good that day too, wasn't he?
Yeah,
forget who he lost
fire.
To, but
I think SFAT, and then we were complaining about it was like SFAT or Lucky or something like that, and we were complaining about like, yeah, West Coast should be banned.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Something I will say, and we'll get more into this probably when we talk about teams later, but on the East Coast pools are way harder, but for teams, West Coast is infinitely harder. It's actually crazy how much harder West Coast is for teams.
Can you give me an example?
Like, so there was the tournament that was this past weekend. What was it? Oh, the Palestine tournament. And one side, it had like the winners finals was Ralph and Dark Atma, who are like one of the best teams, versus Azel and Rocky, and you also had like Null and Mango and Joey and
What?
Lucky and his teammate like not like making it out, shit like that.
Wait, what? Really? Mango and Lucky didn't even make it out? Oh, no, dude. Wait, I'm about to pull up the tournament because I missed out on the whole thing. I was kind of sad about it. Let me see. Working Smash GG net play for Palestine. I'm super glad that we can have these type of tournaments as well, like just charity tournaments and just get shit done. You know, how much did he make at the end of it?
It was a charity tournament, so no money went to them.
No, I know. I meant like how much money was like.
Oh, I think it was like it might have been $20,000.
No, that might be wrong. No way, that's hype. What? It
might have been lower, but I don't remember. I might be confusing it with another initiative that play for Palestine.
That means
basically it made a fuck ton of money.
Let's go, dude.
Oh, it was around 20,000.
They reached a stretch goal. Nice. So I'm pulling it up. I could just pull up the who won real quick. Actually, I'm not gonna show it. I don't want to cover your beautiful face. But yeah, first place was Ralph.
We're also gonna talk about it later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's when you beat Hbox. How so I know when Melee Stats had their podcast earlier this week, they said that thinking about it, they think Hbox drawing you is a difficult matchup for him. Generally, how do you feel about that? How do you feel that you are at the Ditto, and how do you feel particularly playing against Hbox? What that's like?
I think he's like the best at the Ditto, bro. I'm not even gonna
really?
Yeah. I feel like I feel like out of every Puff I've ever played, he's definitely just like the hardest. Because he's super solid, and he's like he has this like he has that top player factor. You know what I mean? Like he feels big when he's on the screen. He feels huge. Like his backer is huge. I don't know. Like he gets his kill confirms like pretty consistently. He's so good at edge guarding. Like he goes off stage like with you the entire time. Usually, and it just feels like I can't even get past I just can't even get past the blast zone, dude.
Yeah,
most of the time because I played him in Summit. I played him in SmashCon, CEO. I've lost every single one. And I'd say I was fairly good at the Puff matchup too at the time. Like I beat Jerry at the time. I don't know what else other Puffs I could really mention because there's not a lot of Puffs in general that I faced off of. But I definitely think he's one of the better Puffs I've ever played. Like Komodo, you solo battle.
Hey, we've never played in
friendlies.
Yeah. No, that's also because we're supposed to play at a lot of tournaments. Like I need to win one more set, and then I lose to Cobalt or something, and then I don't get to play.
Dude, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh shit, fuck, I gotta play Cobalt now. I went.
Yeah.
I went game 5 against him. He was. That's the first time he ever took a game off me. So he was playing pretty hot that day.
This is like a aside, but the way Cobalt plays psychs me out so hard because he plays kind of slow compared to a lot of other good Foxes, and he does a bunch of weird stuff. And when you play down to someone's level sometimes.
Yeah.
It's that's how I feel like I should play against Cobalt, but he's actually just way better than me. So I end up doing bad stuff, and he's he's doing bad stuff. I guess I'll just kill him for it. And it's okay. But
I know exactly what you mean, dude. That is actually how you're supposed to play against Cobalt. Like you have the right idea. That's what I do because I'm anytime I try to do something extra, dude, I just get bodied for it.
Yeah.
And you just do back air grab and up to arrest.
Doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't work anymore. I get shined for it every time now. But yeah. So there was that tournament. And then there was Ginger's Pot of Gold, which was, I guess, a week ago, basically. It's a week ago today.
Yeah.
Right? No, it was a week ago yesterday. Because today's Monday.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you had the Falco bracket, which is pretty crazy. You had a close call against Equilateral, apparently.
Yeah, yo. I was kind of shook because one of the mods in my chat, when I was streaming the tournament, they were like, "Yo, Equilateral is playing against Hbox right now, warming each other up." I'm like, "Damn, this Marth is gonna be practicing for like 3 hours straight to play versus me against Hbox, dude. I'm getting the reverse Uno card."
Yeah.
Because being like the the Hbox one for years, and now it's like in reverse, and I dead ass almost lost.
Yeah, dude. The way I've played him before too, and he's got some stuff. But I just feel like, as an aside, Marth Puff is a really bad matchup in best of 3. It feels like they get to ban Dreamland, and then it's like, okay, I have like 3 really, really good stages against you, and you get to pick one of them not to go to.
You're actually right about that.
Yeah, it's like, it's because I always ban. Well, depends on the Marth, but against like the good Marths, I've started banning FD, and it's like, okay, I guess I'll just go to Stadium now. It's kind of like Fox, and if you ban Yoshi's, they still get FD or Stadium. It's like, this is.
I think Stadium sucks, dude. For Puff across the board in all matchups, it's a terrible stage.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what matchup it could be good in. It's not good against Fox. It's not good against Falco. It's not good against Marth. It's not good against Falcon.
It's not good against Ness, dude. Or Mewtwo.
It's not great against Peach.
Not good against Young Link.
Yeah, it actually probably is Puff's worst stage, if like I think about it, just across the board. Which is funny because it's my highest win rate.
Really?
Yeah, across every matchup, I have the highest win rate on Stadium.
Dude, I'm trying to
against
like
Sheik, it's like whatever. Sheik, I don't think like Sheik is good there, but I don't think Sheik is bad there. Ben really likes that stage for some reason against Puff, but
yeah.
And Falcon destroys Puff on Stadium. Holy crap!
I don't think I like Falcon on those long stages, man.
Dude, I don't. I like the small stages where like I can I'm forced to be close to him, so I can like I can get close to him and then beat out his frame data with my frame data.
Yeah. That's also
a
good strat.
Yeah, so after that close call with Equilateral, you just decided to give every Falco a bad time. 3-0'd Ober, 3-0'd Joey Donuts, but 2 players I would expect you to beat like pretty easily, but it's good that you beat them 3-0. Yoshi's sometimes bad stuff happens there. Bobby, who is pretty good against Puff, you 3-0'd him as well. One of those games was kind of close though, right? If I remember correctly.
I think I was getting mollywopped by Bobby the whole time, and then I just kind of clutch boxed.
Yeah. That's how it feels against Bobby. He just like, you'll play a game with him where you're down the entire game, and then you just, because he kind of like does pretty safe stuff and his punish game is really good, so it feels like you're getting destroyed. But his like defense, once he gets hit, isn't as good. At least against Puff. And then you hit like up air him once and then he dies, and you're like, okay, I guess I won that. And then TRT, you 3-0ing him was really good, considering the last time you guys played at the Black Empowerment Monthly was or Melee Invitational. I forget exactly what it was. You lost the 2 grand sets 3-2, so
I remember right after I lost, I immediately went to Slippy VOD launcher, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna change how I play against Falco today. And then I went manic and stayed up till like 3 a.m. and changed pretty much everything about how I play against Falco. So I'm kind of glad that it stuck around this long, because like the tournament was like 3 months later, right? Like, well, 2 months later, LG Juniors tournament.
And then the 2 SUJ wins. The first set, you were like in winners finals. It was pretty clear you were in control. And in the beginning of Grands as well, I felt like you were in control, and it started to slip, but you like were figuring. You ended up winning anyway too.
It felt that way.
Yeah, that's what watching it. It felt like SUJ was starting to like do more shit, if I'm remembering correctly. Let me check what the game count or the.
It was game 5. We went game 10.
Yeah, they were both game 5, but yeah, so it felt like. Because you won the first game pretty solidly, and I was like, 2saint's gonna 3-0 him in Grands. Like, this is it. And then you lost the next 2 games, so it's like, oh no, this is it. We're going to a reset. And then you ended up winning anyway.
He's clutch, dude. I thought we might have honestly gone to a reset too, because I was like, I was starting to fucking spiral. Like, oh my god, I can't edge guard. How come I can't edge guard?
Dude, edge guarding Falcon is weird. I just have committed to always covering ledge now. I just don't think it's worth it to like let Falcon even try to go to ledge. Not always, obviously, if they're going straight, but it's like I feel like if he lands on stage, a lot of the time you can still punish him for it.
Yeah.
And what was another thing? Oh yeah, your up tilts in that set were crazy. I was like, wow, he's literally just using it like a spacey up tilt. Like,
dude, all that unrated with Falco and Fox, dude.
Yeah, well, people do it all the time against Falcon with spacies. It's like, oh, you do it like with a move, you do a turnaround up tilt. Falcon can't do anything. But then you kind of just like up tilted. You also up tilt rested Falcon like before he got put into tumble, which is super weird. I've never done that before.
Oh, because what can he do? Jump out?
Yeah, I guess he can't like really do anything. So like it works, but yeah, I guess I just had not thought of it that way. But yeah, that was a good showing by you. Yeah, that's all I got. Do you have like any things you were thinking about before, like during and after the tournament?
I think for this tournament in particular, I had just kind of no thoughts going in because I felt like I should have lost somewhere in the beginning because I just didn't really play because of school and stuff. But I think that attitude is what literally made me win in the same right, because I just felt like I had no expectations.
I think that's a pretty big trend, honestly.
Yeah.
People always go into I find for myself personally, when I don't go into tournaments with expectations, I do a lot better. But
maybe that's what we just gotta do now. Just fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like,
well, because it prevents you from focusing on the game itself, which is, annoying. But,
yeah. But I think that's all I can really say.
Yeah.
Good games.
Do we want to move on to SCL then?
Hell
now
yeah.
that we've finished talking about how great you are at Melee.
Gotta get it out the way.
Yeah. So SCL was interesting. A few highlights.
There was 4 tournaments, right?
There's 3 like of the regular SCL weeks, and then there was an open bracket, or not an open bracket, but like a proper bracket on the 4th week. And it was really interesting because this time in the regular SCL weeks, there's a different winner all 3 weeks. Because Mango won the first one, Zane won the second one, and Wissy won the second one. Or third one, sorry.
Just hype as fuck.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't think I don't think anyone expected Wizzy to win those, and he just did, which was good for him. And that other good things, Moki did really well at SCL2. He had the loss to Gatsu, which was not great, but he also not to John for Moki, but he desynced game 5 against Gatsu. Yeah. They desynced after Moki was up a full stock, and then like he just didn't have any momentum and lost game 5.
Did he get the stock back at least?
No, they just restarted the game.
Dude.
Yeah, which sucks for him, but
hey, it happens.
Yeah, no, I was really sad as Moki's friend and one of his biggest fans. Like it was really frustrating to watch. But then week 3 he did fine. He made it back into Div 1 because he beat Ben and then S2J.
And Hbox.
Well, he beat Hbox the first week.
Oh.
He beat Axe and Hbox the first week, then lost to Zane and Gatsu the second week, and then beat Ben and S2J the third week, and then lost to Zane and Mango after beating Cody the third week, or the fourth week.
He also beat Cody? Dang.
Yeah, he 3-0'd Cody.
Dang.
Yeah, they were close games. It definitely felt like it was like a close 3-0 kind of thing. I think all the games were on Battlefield too. It felt if Cody had made a few better decisions in a few key places, he could have won any of the games that he lost.
Close 3-0.
Yeah, it was a close 3-0. But they both made it into Summit, so it is what it is. Like, good for
thank
both
God.
of them.
High Foxes, dude.
And we still don't know if Curtis will be able to go because, like, the vaccine rollout's weird here.
Oh, you gotta be vaccinated to go?
Well, so I'm not sure exactly what I haven't spoken to him about, like, the specifics, but most Canadians have their first, or over half Canadians have their first shot now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, more Canadians per capita have their first shot, but we're really behind on second doses.
Damn.
Like only 5 or 6% of all Canadians have 2 doses.
And you guys, I'm guessing you're like not allowed to cross the border without the vaccine.
Well, the land border is actually closed right now. You can't drive into the United States from Canada, or the Canada into the United States right now.
It's such a nice drive, though.
You have to fly, but so hopefully it works out. He can go. I think the people who made it into Summit were SFAT, Mango, Zane, Pluck, Cody, Moki. Yeah, that's right. Plus Leffen and Amsa, who are invited.
Dang. Wait, so who has a campaign then? Like out of the big people, it's like Hbox,
Hbox, and Wizzy and S2J are probably the like three people who are. Well, Hbox has obviously been slacking a lot. Like he did lose to Harry Pogger, but out of the like Wizzy and S2J are the two really good players, like in the top 5-ish, that need to campaign to get in, or win the Rona Rumble spot.
That's gonna be mine.
Yeah, you're gonna win it.
It's gonna no expectations. No expectations. I'm not.
No expectations. No expectations. It would be really sick to see you there.
That'd be cool. I think Hbox is probably gonna get in off votes because, like, you know, he has 12K subs.
I think he's the biggest Smash player streamer right now. I think he's bigger than Mango right now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Currently, like looking at my dash right now, I have 2.5, or Hbox has 2.5K and Mango has 2K viewers. Obviously, like you can't just, Well,
one's playing the newer game, so.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. And then, so that's basically all that SCL was when I think about it. Like there was a few kind of cool stories, like Axe fell out in the first week, and then I think he tried to get in once, but after that he just resigned playing net play.
Shit. Wait, as a whole?
Yeah, I think he said he just. Well, I guess we're really close to LAN events, right? We're only like New Jersey already has had one, and there's only like a month and a half till Summit.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like online events now.
I like online events too, dude. The fact that I can like sit in a air-conditioned room with a fridge full of like nice drinks next to me, and
it's unfair.
If I lose and I'm emo, I can just like get out of a Discord call instead of having to go back to the hotel. Like
exactly.
Yeah, there's good things, and it's weird that it's over because I hope they stick around in some capacity. And then there's the same circuit winner who makes sorry, I'm jumping ahead. I was going to talk about Summit now because we've kind of gone through most of SCL's related things. So who do you think is going to get voted in, and who do you think are potential people who can qualify either from the European event or the Rollback Rumble event?
The European event, I feel like Solo Battle could do it. Pipsqueak can do it. I'm trying to think of who else.
It's either
if Ice enters maybe.
So there's a point system, and looking at the point system, I think either Frenzy or Pipsqueak can get in based on the points that people have right now.
I didn't know it was just a point system.
Yeah. So basically, for the past few weeks, Solo is is trailing pretty far behind right now. He's actually behind Lavingi, even though he's still doing quite well, and he got second at one of the tournaments. But I think winning them is worth quite a lot. And Triff could have made it had he entered Smash Sauna, which was this weekend with Peach, but he entered with Marth. I think his controller was broken.
Damn.
So it's between. I'm not interested in traveling anyway. Oh no!
I feel like he should have just entered, and with his broken controller, he probably would have, got a little further.
Yeah, I even though he can't do it because he's too far behind, I think I would have really liked to see Ice at Summit too.
So he says he's not interested in traveling.
Yeah, I saw that. But either Pip or Frenzy, I would be happy with entering or making it. Pip's a super cool guy. I've played with him once, and he was really, really fun to play with. And he also has a lot of pretty like intelligent things to say about the way he like views the kind of metagame.
Yeah. The stuff I've seen about him, it's very promising. So I'd be pretty excited to see him. I've played Frenzy before, but like, I don't know. I'm not too. I don't know the word, but like, I don't know. Falco. This is what it is.
Yeah. You're a Falco hater, right?
I don't want to say hater. It's just, man, when I want to see someone go to Summit, I kind of want to see someone like go ham. You know, I don't know if Falco is the type of character.
I saw him shoot like in the game 4 against Nikki this last weekend. He must have shot like hundreds of lasers. Holy shit, he shot so many lasers.
Wait, he's that type of Falco?
I think he does it if he's like pretty far behind.
Alright, get him in there.
He shoots so many lasers.
Get him into something.
Good for him. Like I actually don't mind watching that kind of playstyle, but I can only imagine how frustrating it was as Nikki. And he ended up winning. Like Nikki ended up winning anyway.
Shit.
But yeah. So that happened this past week.
Who was the European that went to Summit? The last Summit. It was a Fox man. Prison. What happened to him?
I don't know. Maybe Solo, you're in chat. Maybe you can fill us in because I actually forget why Prison. I think it might be internet/controller problems.
Oh, the classic, dude. Left him with his 10 billion controllers. Saw Prison and was like, "Listen, man, I'm not giving you a single one."
I think it's because like, so he's in Norway, I believe, for multiple reasons. Okay, yeah, because he's in Norway, and I think if you live in Norway, your connection to the rest of Europe by internet is not great. But yeah, he plays but not in tournaments. Sechi's inactive because his internet is bad too, I think. Which is unfortunate because they're two really good European players, but both, I think the decision is at this point between Frenzy and Pipsqueak. I think they'd both be fun to see there. It's cool that they're having a European like a spot for Europeans because I feel like that region gets neglected.
Yeah. Pipsqueak is from Sweden, right?
Yeah, he's from Sweden. He's actually from Stockholm, like Leffen is.
So. Oh shit! It's meant to be, dude. I think he's going.
And Frenzy's from
UK.
I think Frenzy's from Bristol, but I could be making that up.
Is that the United Kingdom?
It's a city in England.
Oh.
I think it is. It might be in Wales. It's in England. But
thank you, Dark
yeah,
Ninja.
so either of those would be fine. And then as for Vodens, I don't know who, like, Hbox is definitely getting in because of his fan base. S2J always gets into Summit too because he's like Mango's friend.
Come on now.
Come on. Yeah, no. S2J gets in because he's one really, really good. But he's been to every Summit so far, I think. I think he's been to every Summit.
Fact check. Here we go.
Yeah, someone fact check me. I think Summit, that's the case.
SSBM. I know, like, Westfalls is someone that went to almost every single Summit.
So he went to Smash Summit 10, the online one. He went to. Nope, I'm wrong. He missed Smash Summit 9.
He only missed one? I can't even find Summit, dude. I found the map Summit from Brawl when I typed it in.
But yeah, so S2J has been to every Summit except for one. He didn't go to Smash Summit 9, I do believe.
That sounds fair. All right. I don't.
Did he not go to? Am I making this up? No, he didn't go to Smash Summit 7 either.
So he only missed 2 out of 11.
But still, he's been to a lot of summits. And if he wants to go, I think he can go most of the time. So I think he's probably a lock too. Otherwise, it could be anyone. Like, I think None has a pretty solid fan base. If he wanted to go, he could go too.
I would love None in there. Can you link me what you're looking at? I can't find.
Yeah. I'm just on the Smash Summit Wikipedia page.
I keep getting the stupid map Summit, the Ice Climber map.
Because I do remember SUJ went to the first 6 summits. And it was like, oh, wow. But
on a vote in, too?
Yeah. I believe so. He might not have been voted in at all of them, but I think he's got voted in at all of them.
Oh my god, it was Armada Hungrybox for a lot of them. Let's see. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the first like 3, a lot of the summits took place in the Armada Hbox era for sure.
PPMD went to the first one.
Yeah, he did.
It's pretty hype. I miss those days.
Yeah, hopefully when LAN tournaments come back, maybe we'll get PP back kind of soon. I know we've been saying that for years, but
I actually cannot believe it because I was definitely like a PP non-believer. I was like, nah, dude, he's not coming back. Come on, leave him alone. But he's done the stream. He's been going ham with the stream like every day, and then he got sponsored by Golden Guardians. Yeah, he's doing content with them too, and it's just like, oh my god, PPMD's actually coming back? No way. I think it's one of the hypest things ever, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, the summit, you went to Summit 6, right? That was the first one you went to?
I did. I beat one person.
Yeah, you beat Hugs.
Yeah.
You timed him out. It was really funny. He timed him out in the dumbest way possible. All he had to do was hold shield.
It was his fault, dude. It was his fault.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was pretty funny. I remember watching it. I was like, no way. Oh, man. But, yeah, so Summit 11 looks like it's going to be fun. It's going to be while I'm away, unfortunately, so I won't be able to watch it really, but...
Oh, where are you going?
I work up north in the summer, and that officially got confirmed, like, just now, that they're running the company I work for, the guiding company, is running its trips this summer.
What is north for you? Because you're north for me.
Currently I'm north for you, but it's, like, in the northern part of the province I live in. So, like...
I'm American
with 2saint
so
right now. But
I'm just thinking of
if
ice.
you look at a map of Canada, if you see where Ontario is,
Canada.
It says Hudson's Bay. I'm like James Bay is the part where I go to. Yeah. So that north.
Pulling up the map, Hudson Bay. Oh, so you're going over there. In the bay?
Yeah.
In the bay?
Well, so I guide like canoeing trips, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have fun.
So I'll be away for Summit, so I won't be able to watch it. I'll
send you a postcard.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you to that. I'm gonna send you the address. If you don't send me a postcard, I'm gonna be pissed. But yeah, so I don't know we don't really know much because I don't know when the actual voting in happens. Probably at some point in June. And then
when's Rona Rumble?
I think that might be the beginning of July.
What?
Like the 3rd of July or something.
Oh yeah, because they do the like win your way in like after the vote-ins, right?
Yeah. Because I think it's so that sometimes they do them at the same time, but I think it's so that you don't like spend or they can get as much money as possible.
It's fucked up. Wait, so
2nd of July.
How did Genesis go? How did Genesis go? Because that was the last one where you were able to win and get it. Actually, no, was it Smash and Splash? No, it was Genesis.
Yeah. Smash and Splash didn't happen last year because that's all. One, because I think that there was a TO problem and
big scandal.
But
it's now called Riptide, I think, or something.
Yeah, it is under new management.
Yeah.
Or it's like the similar management, but a lot of like the staff who got like screwed over by Smash and Splash, I think, started Riptide. So it's basically the same thing. But I don't have much else to say about Summit, just because like we don't know much about what's going to be like until we have all the invitees. Yeah. The people who are already in, I'm pretty happy with. The only people who are missing, like we said, are SUJ and Wizzy. Really.
This is more to the bottom of the list, but we could just move it up because it kind of just pertains to Summit. Aiden, just in general, leaving the entire like Smash scene to work with Ludwig, which is
well, he's not leaving the Smash scene. He's just not going to TO anymore.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna still see him. Thank God.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure he'll still be around at tournaments and stuff. And even in that post, I think he talked about organizing tournaments through Ludwig's company.
Oh.
He's just not going to work with BTS anymore, which is good for him. It seems like, working for Ludwig is a pretty sweet gig.
Yeah, dude. I won't work for Ludwig, dude.
Yeah, dude, me too. Imagine.
Send in our resumes.
And yeah, like LACS and stuff like that is a Ludwig event that Aiden would probably TO. If there was an IRL LACS, like, I'm sure Aiden would TO that.
Oh, hell yeah. We'll go to Ludwig's house.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just in Ludwig's house. Bring house tournaments back.
Big mansion.
But yeah, no, it's I've met Aiden once in real life.
And
it was at a GOML. Was it 2018 or it was 2019, I think. Was it? I met him at one of the GOMLs. Super cool guy. And I will miss the fact that he was running a lot of tournaments. He's also such a funny personality. Like, I love watching his interviews because he's got like such a
so bubbly.
He's so bubbly, yeah. And I hope to see him again in real life someday. But
I met him through Emerald City. I flew there with Cody. Yeah, and it was he like lived in a Smash frat house or just a frat house, one of the two, and he's just like one of the funniest people I've met. So I'm super happy that like his direction of his career is like going the way he wants it to go. It's pretty awesome to see.
Mm-hmm. I think there's something interesting to be said too about the fact that Aiden basically had like what could amount to his dream job, and he kind of realized that it's not what he wanted, and that like working for Ludwig is probably going to be more fulfilling for him.
He said Excel sheets are lame.
Dude,
I agree.
That's cap. Excel is
goated. Dude. Excel blows. Would you say Excel is a coding language? Because that's like an argument that I hear sometimes at school.
Well, it depends on what you mean by a coding language.
I mean, you gotta know some certain functions.
Yeah, but because like all coding languages are basically different. Oh, my camera's being fuzzy. Apparently,
it's back.
Yeah. All coding languages are just like applications of logic, which is what a function is.
True.
So I guess so, but like if you use that definition, then coding language is like so vague that it can mean like any logical operation done on a computer.
It's like, wait, Loki, yeah. Then
is like the calculator I have in Windows like a coding language? Like, I guess so. Like technically by that definition, maybe. But is math a coding language? Well, a coding language would be would have to be on a computer. If you do math on a computer, is that a coding language? But anyway, I'm sure Aiden's gonna do great things for
let's go Aiden.
Mobile moves.
Croucher. Go Aiden. I'm playing the sound.
Yeah, he's the best. Next thing, Europe's doing really well. I can't wait to see when the pandemic is over and we can see some of them come to North America. Pipsqueak, I'm really interested to see here again. I'm really interested because back in the conversation of like who are like the better puffs right now, I really want to see how Solo Battle does here, even if he said he doesn't want to travel. It would be really cool to see what he does over here.
Dude, I would love to see that, to be honest. He's like one of my favorite puffs to watch.
Oh, he's super fun to watch. He DQ'd from Smash Sauna on day 2 just because I guess he just wasn't feeling it or something. But
understandable. The bed's right there.
He's super fun to watch. Who else do I want to see go? Frenzy, I'd like to see give another shot because he went to Big House and he underperformed really badly.
That's the place to do it, dude. Like Detroit sucks as like a tournament to go to.
I also don't even think necessarily that it's like not great, but it's just like,
where do you eat?
I don't know how many times Frenzy has been outside of Europe, but like, do you know who Crike is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so he's a Marth main from. He goes to school in Maryland, but he lost to Crike at that tournament, for instance. I think.
But it's a Marth.
Yeah, it's Marth Falco.
Yeah, Marth Falco. Yeah.
I think one of the biggest problems, and this has always been a problem for Europeans, even Armada and Leffen, is like you don't learn every matchup in Europe as much. Like I'm really scared to see how Solo would do against the good Falcon players or like the decent Falcon players here, like and also the Foxes who are like pretty good, but are just like really good against Puff, like Unsure or
JD.
Tyler Swift or Zuppy or something like that. Like if you said, okay, like who's gonna win between Solo and Zuppy, I would probably say Zuppy's favored in that, but I don't know.
Yeah. No, I understand. That's what I meant earlier too when I said Europe sucks, but like I know Europe doesn't suck. It's just that like over here, there's so many people that can just stop you in your tracks, man, and it's like heartbreaking. Because there's just a lot of people who've been grinding for years, but then they just like get a job or something, so they don't really care to like play this game anymore. So they just come to ruin people's dreams. And I feel like that could happen to a lot of European players, like that guy from Maryland, dude. He just
yeah, Crike just cut him down. Apparently, Frenzy got 9th at SmashCon 2018, which again, the summer tournaments I'm never here for, but still, that's crazy.
He got 9th at that? What?
Yeah, SmashCon 2018.
Dude, can we hype him up for that? Crouch here.
It's true.
Dude, I don't even get out of course there. I gotta see the bracket.
He tied with Zayn at that tournament.
What the fuck?
That's so funny. Right after Zayn won Shine, right? Because Shine happens before SmashCon.
Alright, get Frenzy in the Summit.
Yeah. But both of them are gonna be. I bet even if one of them doesn't make it through the same circuit, I bet the other could campaign to get in.
Yeah. That's true.
Which is, good for them. But
I hear Europe. Actually, no. Well, Europe got behind Princeton, but like Europe, it's kind of hard to like gather everyone to the Spirit Bomb.
Well, yeah, because it's not like it's like it's such a divided sub-region, Like even Canada had a hard time getting in anyone that wasn't none, and we have more people than basically every sub-region in the United States.
That's true. You guys stretch all the way from East Coast to West Coast because of BC.
Yeah. Well, yeah, everyone is just like it's despite being the same region, where it's not like a monolith or anything, right? So it's really hard to actually get someone in. That's why like Ice couldn't get in for Triff got in, but Ice couldn't get in.
He got
the
in
second time he tried.
Yeah.
Because Ice got in the first time, but he couldn't get in again. And Europe also has a lot of players that they'd want to get in, like Frenzy's worth sending, Solo's worth sending, Pip is worth sending, Sechi, Prof, Ice, like all of these players who are worth putting into Summit, but it's just like too much. But yeah, I'm excited to see more. I love European tournaments, dude. I especially love them because they're always like into it when I wake, like not when I wake up, but like partway through the day. Like if I'm like eating lunch, like the end of that day of the tournament is like starting to happen.
What are the tournaments like? And like what time and day do they like start?
So if you check that same circuit thing, it shows what tournaments have happened and what's still happening. But they always happen because like Europe is 6 hours ahead of the East Coast.
Yeah.
There's
they had so many tournaments.
Yeah, they've had a lot of really good ones too. Like Regen was super fun to watch.
There's 6 left.
Yeah, there are, and one of them is Air, which was potentially going to be in real life, but I don't think it is. And they're all on BTS. Yeah.
It's crazy because Hair was actually like never gonna come back. I thought, like literally, because I thought they were done.
Oh yeah. They always say that Air's done, and then they're like, "Fuck it, we'll do it again. We'll do one more."
The classic.
Then besides that, I guess the next thing we can talk about is Slippy Teams. How much Slippy Teams have you played? I've played a lot of Slippy Teams.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I played it once and I never touched it again.
Dude, that's so lame.
I know. I don't even know why.
Fun.
I don't even know why I did that, dude. Because like, I think Teams is an awesome format. It's just that I don't know. I don't know why I just didn't do it.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot with. Do you know who Travioli is? He's the best player in Missouri.
He is?
Him and I have been doing quite well in teams, together, and our good friend. I'm not sure if Run Riot's still in here, but Run Riot and his teammate Tempo, who I think is from Jersey, so you might know
Tempo,
them.
yeah, the Sheik.
Yeah, they've been like tearing it up in teams. They're like one of the best teams on the East Coast right now.
Oh my god! Wait, how do you guys know that? Like how do you know who's the best team? Like, is they're ranked?
They win. They got second at the Palestine tournament behind Ralph and Dark Atma, which is a West Coast team, and they won the tournament over Aklo and Foxy Grandpa.
That's huge.
They kind of clapped them in grands too. It was like a 3-0 and it wasn't even close.
It's Tempo and who again?
Run Riot.
Run Riot. Oh my god.
Yeah. Like no one knew who Run Riot was besides Virginia players and like people in my friend group because, but he's just like a team's fiend. But yeah, he has a doubles Discord server. That's worth checking out.
New York Teams is dead. Well, New York Teams, not New Jersey Teams. New Jersey loves Teams, but New York Teams is dead because Redaction Central from last year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those were like the only real advocators for Teams. Like Teams would get like 5 team entrants at locals, and people would complain. And then they ended up stopped running the entire side bracket because like Hacks money came through and was like fuck Teams. Fuck.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, Ontario really likes Teams too, but it's like among the people who like it. Like Moki really likes Teams. Ryan's really good at Teams. Zuppy is a Teams fanatic.
Dude, he tweets about his Teams like every day.
Yeah, for real. But Teams was super fun. I'm happy that they added it because it sounded like when Slippy was first talking about what was possible with Slippy, Teams was not it. It was not going to happen probably. And then it ended up happening, and now everyone can play it. Queuing unranked teams is actually super fun. I feel like, it's fun to carry like shitters sometimes. And something else I wanted to ask you, Run Riot asked this question earlier, but we weren't on the topic, so
I saved the 2 questions that we got.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel about Puff in teams? I don't think she's very good. I think she's actually pretty bad at teams.
It depends. I mean, like the meta for teams, right, goes like Fox, and then like Peach, Sheik, and then like Fox Marth, right? So like, I think
Fox Marth kind of sucks actually. I think
sucks?
I just think I think PewFat was just really good.
Yeah, true. I agree. Yeah. I don't think Fox Marth was that great, but they were meta for the time.
Yeah.
And
I think Puff is just bad against Fox teams. But really good against Sheik Peach. I think Puff is really good against that team, actually.
Just shuts that shit down, to be honest.
Yeah.
But if Foxes wasn't a thing, I think Puff would be amazing in teams.
Oh.
But it's like it depends on who you team with, right? Like Marth Puff, like that sounds like a great team, right? You grab and then you rest, and then like Jets GG, right? Then you play against a Fox, and then you both just die. To some bullshit.
I think Puff just has like really bad scrambling tools. Like you're pretty good at scrapping, but Puff I think is not a good character at scrapping. Yeah. Which is a lot of what teams is.
She's the worst high tier. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, she's the worst high tier at scrapping for sure. And she's pretty slow. She actually gets comboed in teams.
She does, dude. Back air.
Dude, I was playing against Salt and Justice the other day, and I got back air, up air, back air, up air, back air, up air by Fox with Fox Falcon, and it was like, okay, I died at like 0 basically.
And that happens a lot too. Also, I meant not in scrapness, but I think like for Puff, she drops as the lowest high tier for teams in general, because I think because Peach is better. Pretty much every other high tier is just better than her.
I think she's probably better than Marth, but I think
oh yeah, true,
every
true,
other
true.
character she's worse than.
I agree
Maybe
with
she's
that.
probably better than Falcon, maybe too.
No.
But Falcon just is really bad on the ground. Like he doesn't have any good ground moves, and which is the same for Puff.
I
But
take that
like,
back. Yeah, Falcon sucks.
it's also really, really hard for you to like not hit your opponent with Falcon.
Yeah, true, true, true.
But the only thing Puff like has going for her that's like an X factor is her rest. And setting up rest in teams is easy in some ways, but also really hard in others. Like your easy rest combos, like your up the rest, just doesn't really work in teams. Like the other person's gonna save them almost every time. Unless they're getting messed up by like your teammate or something. And Puff has a really hard time breaking through walls in teams too. She can't like force it at all. She has to like kind of slither her way in, and that's really bad if your opponent's getting team combo. But overall, team's super fun. You should play it more. Now that you're off school, dude, you honestly have no excuse.
I thought teams was like dying like as a format, dude. Because like in my own home state, like everyone quit. So I'm very happy to hear like hearing from you that like everyone's playing teams. Get on it. So I'm definitely gonna start playing again, probably with the super.
Yeah. No, he's pretty good at teams. I know him and JFlex have teamed a decent amount.
We're static. Me and him are static teams. We teamed at, I think we got top 8 at Shine, and I think that's our highest
placing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I know recently, like there was another, I forget what tournament. I think it was the tournament that Run Riot and Tempo won. Him and JFlex teamed.
Sick.
Yeah. So there's that. I guess our next topic is the Golden Guardian stuff, which they've been killing the content game. Holy crap. I watch like so many of their videos and stuff. Just as like background noise when I'm cooking or whatever.
Perfect length. 1 hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah, like PP and Toph. Is it PP and Toph's show?
Yeah, PP, Toph, and sometimes they have an extra, like Mogi was on there last, I think.
Yeah,
and Brandon was on there too.
And their Jeopardy was super cool.
Jeopardy was awesome.
Game. It is always fun. I think they're killing. I think Melee content has gotten so much better over the pandemic. Holy crap! Like you had the people who were doing their thing before, like Turn Down for Wall and Radar and stuff like that. But in the pandemic, you've really seen like Alston Melee get popular. Golden Guardians has been doing their thing. There's like a billion Melee podcasts now. There's like Lef and Mango and Zane's podcast. There's the
oh no, did my internet just go
One
out?
Melee Stats does. There's ours, even though we have 3 episodes. Sorry, what?
I'm sorry. Like the call cut out for like a second. Can you repeat what you said? Sorry.
Oh, it's just saying there's like way more content over the pandemic than there's ever been. There were people who were doing it before, but over the pandemic, there's been so many new like podcasts and YouTube channels and stuff taking different approaches to the content game. And Twitch is obviously, people are streaming way more than they used to too, which has been great to watch. So yeah, Melee content is in probably the best spot it's ever been.
So ironically, not ironically, is it ironic? Would you say that Melee is now in a golden era again?
Well, it's like, I guess, because when was the golden era of Melee? Probably like in 2013 to like 2015, right?
Yeah, it's like whenever PP won Apex. So
yeah, that was 2015, the beginning of 2015.
And then we had a lull, and Summit. Would you say Summit is also a golden era?
Summit was like probably the end of the golden era, because that was like right at the end of 2015, and 2016 was kind of a golden era too, like the Evo that Hbox won and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we kind of had a rough time, I think, after Armada left and before and I don't know, like the end of 2019 was pretty good too.
Dude, I don't know, when Armada left, it was a little depressing for me, at least.
Yeah, I know. Armada, I wish I would, like, I'm happy he's doing his own thing, but I agree, it is pretty depressing.
Because then it was like, then Hbox literally just started dominating.
He couldn't lose.
He couldn't be beaten.
Until the end of 2019, and then he started losing. Like, he lost Big House. That was big, and he lost Birthday Bash.
He threw for
Goes
content.
to Mango, which so that was good. And then Zane won after that, and then since then it's been like, I think that people being stuck at home has definitely like given people more time to play and also watch Melee, which is kind of good. Online tournaments are really good too, because almost every week there's a tournament where you can watch like top 10 players play against each other. Like East Coast Fridays always has like Ginger and like Hbox and like Ben and Gatsu and stuff, who are not like all top 10 players, but that's a lot of fun too.
Might as well be top 10 players, truthfully.
Yeah, basically. It's like high level Melee literally every week on a Friday. And it's like, and because no one can go out and go to a bar or something on Friday, like people are gonna stay inside and watch Melee or something. Like, so Melee content, and I think Melee is probably in the best spot it's been in a really, really long time, which is great. Yeah.
I was kind of shocked that they sponsored like Toph as well. Like they're sponsoring commentators.
Have you watched his YouTube at all?
Oh, I do. It's one of my favorite YouTubes.
He's got a lot of interesting and very smart things to say, I think.
And not just in Melee too. He talks about this FGC stuff.
Yeah.
So,
but he's a good content creator. I was kind of surprised at the PP's like a recognizable name, and none made sense because probably when they're working at that deal, none was probably like a top 5 player.
Yeah, 2K subs like on average, dude. He didn't even have to like win anything.
Yeah, and he's got a good stream.
Yeah. So, I heard through the grapevine of the esport grapevine that these sponsors, they care more about content more than anything else. So like,
well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So if you want to become a sponsored player, guys, you gotta make content.
Yeah. Well, it's the type of thing where, you're only useful as like as a sponsored player insofar as you can get people to buy energy drinks, basically,
Basically.
And like, you can sell energy drinks by wearing a jersey with like a Monster logo on it, or you can have it on your Twitch overlay all the time and like talk to people and like have product placement and stuff. Like, I know Ice, for instance, has like a Red Bull fridge in his room.
True.
And like, I'm sure that like, as advertising works.
I hear that like esport orgs in general are kind of not profitable. So in a sense, I feel like this is like a little off topic, but I feel like organizations and stuff is more like, what's the word? The marketing budget, low key. You know what I mean? Like the
budget. It's the same way like that YouTube YouTube is profitable and Twitch is profitable because you can sell ads.
Yeah.
And like other companies are literally just throwing money into it because they know that hypothetically advertising will get them money back.
Yeah.
But
so
we also don't have that many eyeballs on our like actual tournaments, and so it's like harder for people. Like if a tournament's a weekend, you're not going to have like that many people watching. Like maybe at hard max, you're probably going to have like 100,000 people watching a Melee tournament over a weekend, and they're not going to watch it the entire time, which doesn't like give you enough time to put that ad revenue in.
True.
But if you're like a Twitch streamer and people are popping in like maybe once every couple days, if they're like a pretty avid viewer but not like a diehard or something, like they're gonna see you advertise Monster Energy like several times a week, which is worth a lot more to advertisers. That's a good point that Solo was talking about. But hopefully people keep investing. That was a bold pickup and a bold direction for Golden Guardians to take Smash, and it's really good that they have a lot of faith in our community, because they're a really cool company. And I also think the fact that they're the Golden State Warriors basically adds a lot of legitimacy to Smash esports as well too,
Dude,
because like I was talking to my brother does not give a shit about video games, but I told him that basically like the Golden State Warriors signed 4 Smash players, and he was like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Now the gears are turning in his head. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But dude, they had the cheerleaders dance for us, dude.
Yeah, that's legit. Like,
I literally started pogging out of my mind.
Like they got to go watch the Warriors game, like online, sure, but they got like to have their faces in the thing. Like that's pretty legit.
They're definitely gonna get invited when stuff opens it up.
But like they're definitely Yeah, I don't know much about basketball, but
Toph's name was on the literal stadium.
Yeah, all of their names were. Their names were on like the billboard.
What the fuck?
Dude, that's crazy.
That's insane, dude. Oh man.
I think that's like another good way for like the esports connection could be explored more, and I hope other teams try to branch out into that, not just like I guess the Golden State Warriors are in a good spot because they're like one of the bigger franchises, but you know.
You know what's crazy too? We're sponsored by the people that win, you know, their finals, like the major tournaments. This is not some random team. This is these guys are the number one players sometimes.
Yeah.
Not right now, but sometimes.
No. Yeah, my basketball viewing begins and ends when the Raptors get in, and then when it ends when the Raptors are out. But
I watch zero basketball to be honest. I love the game.
Oh, really?
Man. I love playing it.
Dude, it's such a fun game. It's also really fun to watch. It's so fast.
Yeah, it is fun to watch. Whenever it's on, I'll watch it. But like, I never, go like, hey, it's 7:30, time to watch the next game.
Yeah. No, for sure. I also mostly watch it with my brother because my brother loves basketball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a hype sport.
It is a hype sport. But do you have Moki's rankings on hand? Because if I can find them.
I do not have it on hand. I plan on just going to this YouTube video and then just skipping to the end, to be honest.
Oh yeah. I found it on his Twitter.
Okay. Link it.
Yeah. 1 second. I got you. There we are. So this doesn't go super far down the list, but
it's the active players. Honestly, in my mind, these are like the players that are like. It's funny that we have so many entrants at all these tournaments, but like these are the names that I tend to just think about most of the time.
Yeah. No, I think this is. I don't really have many complaints about it. The only thing that was weird to me was Wizzy being below Cody. Didn't make sense to me.
Hold on, it's loading. Oh my god, wait. There's only 11 people on this list?
Yeah, there's only 11 people. He just did like the bottom of it, which is fair. It's kind of hard to rank people, but if I go to Smash Data and I go to IBDW and then I go to Wizrobe.
Wait. What was the hot take you thought it was? It was Wizzy.
Oh, I think Wizzy should be above Cody.
I agree because I think a Zayn win is honestly really huge. If you could take a set off Zayn, that means you could pretty much win a tournament.
Yeah, because he did win that SCL week, which is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
They've also both. I'm not sure what they've both. Cody has the head-to-head pretty solidly, which is something that it doesn't account for much, but
I think it counts.
Did Wizzy DQ at a fight night? No, Cody did. Yeah, Cody DQ'd at fight night. They've both lost to similar players. And Wizzy, has beaten both Mango and Zayn, which is worth a lot.
Dude, no one beats Wizzy in 21 sets.
Dude, it's actually I was so surprised when he won. I was like,
get him attack.
Because it was like there were so many opportunities for Mango just to end his day,
Yeah.
And it just didn't happen. I like it's maybe a common. He did take him to game 5, literally the next set they played, but it's I don't know. It felt like Mango wasn't playing too clean, just like watching. But
he did 3-0 SUJ in the same tourney.
Who did Wizzy lose to this year, and who did Cody lose to? Because both of them also barely entered anything.
The Dodgers, dude.
They are Dodgers. So for Loco, he did beat me.
Nice.
He did well. He lost to Curtis and Zayn at For Loco.
Wizzy or Cody?
Wizzy.
Oh, Wizzy. Okay, he lost to Cody and Zayn.
And that's like the only thing he's entered this year besides SCL.
Really?
Yeah.
What a Dodger.
Compared to Cody, who entered the Alston Melee tournament and Galint as well. And was Levo this year? Okay, so Cody's actually entered it, but he played secondaries at this tournament. He played Fox at this tournament and lost to S2J, which is fine. And then he lost to S2J twice at Galint. And then he lost to the Swooper.
Yeah,
do you remember that?
I do remember that.
Which is kind of rough.
The Swooper was moving, dude. What can be said?
And even though Cody was switching between Fox and Sheik, like at the same time, it's like, I don't know, you still kind of have to hold that.
Yeah.
Because did he start with Fox or did he start with Sheik?
He started Fox. No, wait. He went Sheik, went Fox, then went Sheik.
Yeah, and it just felt like, and then he DQ'd out of losers, which is fine. But, and like, I don't know, switching characters like that, probably not the best decision. And he was probably worth. It just, I don't know.
John for my best friend.
He did get 3-0'd.
He did get 3-0'd, but I want John for my best friend. All right, okay. Let me John for him. He did switch controllers. It might as well be switching to the box. He jumps with Z now.
There can be an asterisk next to his Swooper loss, but like it's still, I don't know. It's hard, especially because he didn't really have he entered more than he entered more than Wizzy, but I think Wizzy beat Zane and Mango.
I think shit. This is hard. I think entering more is more commendable. I think you should be penalized for not entering that much.
Yeah. Because and for reference, Cody entered 1, 2. It looks like 2 more tournaments than Wizzy did.
Just 2?
Just 2. Of tournaments he played Sheik, or Fox, okay. Because at one of these tournaments I think he probably played Sheik. Unless he lost to both Ben and Warmer.
That's definitely Sheik. Fox. I don't think that happened. I'm not sure. I didn't watch it. But is 2 tournaments enough?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say.
If he won those 2 tournaments, I'd say yes.
Well, he did win one of them. And he got 4th at the other one, I think. Or maybe 5th. Yeah, he got 5th.
We'll take it. I don't know. It's rough for me. I feel like beating Zane, like just beating the current number 1 player at the moment, and Mango, the number 2 player, to win a tournament is like,
it's worth a lot.
It's worth a lot. It's huge. It's so big. That's a big win.
Meanwhile, it's like I guess S2J could beat Zane, but I think the chance S2J probably has a less of a chance than Wizzy does right now at beating Mango. And Cody, it's true. This is true with everyone else below him as well, but they have no chance of beating Zane or Mango either.
And that's the problem for me. It's just you have to be able to beat Zane to go any higher.
And it's not, and also because even though he had switched to a new control scheme, it did that Swooper loss does hurt, but
yeah,
I think that it's you could argue either way. I think that
we'll take that with entering more. It just happens.
They both lost to similar people at during SCL. Both of them lost to Moki. Both of them, or Wizzy lost to SFAT. That might make. Oh, but so did Cody. Cody lost SFAT as well.
Yeah. SFAT was going off. So yeah, it's hard to say. Okay. Moving on. Moki 6.
Yeah, Moki 6 makes sense. He got. His loss. He lost to Gatsu and Keizu. Those are his 2 bad losses.
It's not that bad.
Yeah. And then for wins, he's beat Cody, he's beat Wizzy, he's basically beaten everyone that isn't
Mango Zane. That's a great showing.
Which, I love Curtis, but his chances of beating Mango Zane Cody are very low.
I think I don't know. I've been watching him play those sets against Zane Mango. He gets fucked up. Don't get me wrong. But in those moments of brilliance, he turns it up. I don't know, but he also hates Mars, so that's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a hard hurdle.
Yeah. I think also it's something that this is also entirely his fault, but I think the thing about Moki too is Moki is like way less engrossed in the top player clique than a lot of other than a lot of his peers, you know? Like he's not really friends with many like top players except for like maybe Cody. Like he's friends with them, but it's like not like his core friend group. Whereas like Cody is like constantly playing, is like friends with Mango, friends with Zane, friends with Fiction, stuff like that. So I think
Canadian.
Now that Curtis is more assertive at like getting the practice that he needs, he's going to do better. Also, we're from Canada, so we're constantly underrated. That's just
you guys are Canadian. You gotta remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. He seems like he's in a good spot. Honestly, this list is super. I looked at this, and the only thing that I saw was like, yeah, Wizzy Cody could go either way. S2J is also kind of in that tier 2, but I think he's solidly like better than both of them right now, you know?
Yeah. Do you think Plup got legacy biased?
No, if I looked at it, and he actually had a really good he lost to Kadoran, but everything else was really good for him.
He entered stuff?
Yeah, he entered all of the qualifiers for let's look at it.
Oh, he did. He beat None, and he beat who else he beat? He beat someone else. I don't remember. But I do remember seeing that on what happened this week in Melee.
He also beat Mango.
What? Oh, he did. He sent him to losers.
Oh yeah, he was the one who put Mango into losers. Then he lost to SFAT, which, you know, fair enough. But
SFAT's, SFAT's OD. That's why he's above him.
Yep. No, exactly. SFAT weirdly in a good spot right now. I feel like no one like SFAT is always made fun of because he's like the fox that's like white milk, you know, or like milk, you know. Like, I forget who said that, but someone said that his fox is just like a glass of milk. But he's actually doing super well. He plays so clean. Probably one of the best, if not the best, mentalities in the game. You know, like every time he plays Zane, like even though I know that he's probably gonna get fucked up again, it's like, oh, maybe he thinks he could do it this time.
They've gone game 5 before. Right?
They've gone game 5. They haven't gone game 5 since the pandemic has started.
Oh shit! Blame online.
yeah, blame online. But he's been doing really good, and I'm really happy with watching him play. I actually think his play is a lot more interesting than people give him credit for.
He reminds me a lot of like Crush, like very simple but like effective.
Yeah, the way he talks through, I remember I was watching him play S2J at some tournament. It might have been one of the rollback rumbles or something. He's like, yeah, so like he's gonna try to hit me, so I'm just gonna like dash away, back air. He's gonna get frustrated, and I'm just gonna beat him. It's like, oh, like, you know, I think he's got a good style, and it's good to see him do well again. Because I think last year in particular, he didn't do as well, or 2019 rather, he wasn't doing as well as he used to.
When I went to Summit, he told me he was gonna quit. So I literally just thought that when that was happening, I was like, "Oh shit, maybe this is it. Maybe he just doesn't want to play anymore."
When did he say he was gonna quit?
At Summit 6, we were talking on the balcony, right? And then he was just like, "Yeah, I think I'm done with this game. Like, I just came back from a music festival, and like, I had a lot of fun. I don't want to be here right now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to be here."
Oh wow!
I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "Damn, is this game dying?" In my head, I was like, "Damn, I just got to Summit. This game's dying. What the fuck?" But
and then he didn't quit for another 3 years.
And he got way better. He got way better.
I feel like if whoever talks about quitting frequently doesn't quit. The way people quit is like they slowly fade into the night, you know?
Yeah.
Like Kirby Kaze, when he said he was gonna quit, he didn't quit. But when he just like slowly stopped attending stuff, that's when he like quit for real, you know?
Because that shows that you just don't like, you literally just don't care anymore. It's like, hey, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
But
now we're
you put in here Curve versus switching to Fox to beat Eddie. Well, Curve's been playing Fox for a while now, right?
He has been. I kind of was just running out of things in my head.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's fine. Let's go Curve. Actually, apparently he's kind of mean. I've heard that. I don't want to like stir the pot or anything.
Oh shit!
But I heard he's kind of a mean guy.
Gunshot sound. He's kind of mean.
He's kind of mean. But no, he won that tournament over Eddie. No one wants to play Luigi Ditto, so I don't blame him for playing Fox. I think he still uses Luigi for Ice Climbers, which makes sense because that matchup was brain dead for Luigi.
Yeah.
It's literally just like, I'm just gonna press buttons on the control stick.
And then I advance in bracket.
Yeah, exactly. Like, at least, I think Icy's probably still lose to Spaceys, but Icy's low-key don't do that bad against Spaceys. I think, like, the conventional wisdom is they destroy them. But if you look at it, it's like, you DI a down smash wrong at 40 and you're dead.
And you're just dead, yeah. You gotta remember, a losing matchup does not mean unwinnable. It just means you're playing at a disadvantage, which is fine.
Yeah. Especially because Icies are way less common now. And I feel because people are, like, don't get wobbled anymore, like, people, even if subconsciously people know they should still camp Icies, like, they don't want to do it. They're not as afraid of them.
Yeah.
And because of that, they, like, you know.
They feel harder now for some reason. Icies feel harder.
Sorry, what?
Icies feel harder now because, like, we're like really playing neutral.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm playing against Ice Climbers. Like, back then, it's just like, all right, just don't get grabbed, bro. That's literally, just don't get grabbed. Kill Nana and then you win.
Like, most Icies are still not great, but, like, there's the ones who stuck with the character are actually not bad.
Yeah.
like, even the ones who are, like, pretty good, but, like, they're not, obviously not great. Like, have you ever played Moth? MOF?
I feel like I have, but, like, not in tournament.
I had, like, a really tight set with them, and I was expecting to kind of, like, meme on them, but it was actually super close. I had to, like, clutch it out. And Slug is crazy. Slug's beaten
nuts.
Both you and me, and he's almost beat Hbox. If he hadn't been a dumbass and tried to, like, beat Puff rolling out.
He pressed B, he held it and everything. I will never forget.
Yeah. But
oh my god.
No, he could have won that for sure. Slug's a monster. He's so good. But anyway, that was a tangent on Ice Climbers because we were talking about Curve. But From Curve New York doesn't have any locals yet, right? Just New Jersey.
We didn't have locals even before the pandemic, man. We had
Hax's Nightclub was a tournament that existed.
It was like it just came out, and then it had like 6 tournaments, and then oh shit, guys, pandemic time.
Yeah, but that's still pretty rad. Like
it was pretty rad. It was pretty rad. It was a good time.
Hopefully that space still exist, like the space where you guys have them, or did it?
The group chat for Hax's Nightclub, I saw was booming again, but like I never clicked on it, so I'm assuming there's something in the works, either online or like IRL.
Okay. Because I think those tournaments were super fun to watch because you always had really good people. Gonna go to them.
It was a good time.
Yeah, so locals are coming back. New Jersey's already had theirs. I watched my friend B-Bats play at that tournament, which I think it's his first LAN tournament with Peach, which is crazy.
Oh shit.
Because he basically only started playing Peach like on net play, and now he's like actually pretty good. So good for him. And who else has LAN tournaments now? I don't know. I think Tourney Locator is starting stuff up again soon, maybe.
Really?
But
okay.
Yeah, so basically in the United States, you guys are like around the corner, essentially. Like the only thing that's holding you guys back at this point is the fact that half the people in your country don't want to get vaccinated. But
yeah, dude, blame the omnipotent orange that we used to have as a president.
Yeah. It's actually crazy. That's like, I think so Canada's now passed the United States in the amount of people who have any vaccination. Even though we were way behind you, and it's literally just product of the vaccine skepticism. We were just like waiting on supply for the longest time. So hopefully you guys can. I'm
not gonna lie, I was kind of scared myself, dude.
Dude, I actually kind of was too when I went to get my shot, but I was like, you're being irrational. This is fine. You know better than this.
Right.
And my side effects were super normal. My arm was sore for literally a day and a half. It was like and it was barely sore. Like I could still like raise it above my head and stuff. You know.
You still gotta get the second one.
I haven't gotten the second one yet because we're in Canada just so we can get everyone vaccinated with at least one dose first. They've delayed the second doses by like a few months.
Okay. Well, the second dose is where you're gonna feel it, dude.
Dude, I've heard mixed things about this. I've heard some people say, which one did you get?
I'm unvaxxed.
Oh, you don't have a vaccine yet.
I wanted school to end first because I was like, I'm not gonna get sick during this shit.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard some people say that their first one was worse, and some people say their second one is worse.
That's interesting.
So, I think it's really just a guess, essentially. But LAN tournaments coming back, it feels like people have been talking about when LAN comes back, I guess for literally like a year and a half now. But
getting rushed. I think New England's actually gonna come back soon. I know Tom, G-Town Tom, famous TO in New England. He's been wanting to start LAN tournaments like ever since the pandemic started, but he knows that like you're not able to actually do that. So I'm glad that we're finally around the corner to where he can actually like TO again, because he's like one of my favorite TOs of all time. Shouts to Tom. And
no, I can't. Oh, sorry, you finished what you're saying.
I'm pretty much finished, honestly.
Okay, I think we'll probably have our events back in September. That's like I think probably a reasonable guess for when we'll be allowed to do that in Canada. But and it'll be a province by province thing too here, because you know, like Ontario, most of people live in Toronto, so like vaccine rates are probably going to be quick here, and just generally our vaccine skepticism is a lot lower than most people. But regarding online people switching back to LAN, I know Ben, this was probably a joke, but Ben was talking about how afraid he is of playing all the Midwest Foxes when LAN comes back, because I think at that Midwest tournament, he had a hard time with Zealot. I think he lost to Zealot 3-1. And I think that there are some people who are going to do well. I think Ben will be fine when LAN tournaments come back, but there are some people who are going to struggle. I think my hottest take is that the people who have been playing Puff online are going to do a lot better in person.
Dude, thank you. Puff sucks online, bro.
Puff does suck online.
Oh my god, Puff is so bad online.
Dude, it feels like, you know, even like slight rollbacks affect my ability to actually space moves so well.
Right?
Or so bad. And reacting even on like the audio cues and stuff hurt me a lot too. But no, I'm ready to go to like my first LAN major and farm some people and win a bunch of money matches. So.
What do you mean your first LAN major? First LAN major
or
back?
The first LAN major back. No, I've been to like 5 or 6 majors, I guess. Not that many. Because most of them are in the United States, and I didn't have my passport for a really long time. But
no shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. We've talked about. Oh, I'm so excited to hang out with you when the now that we're like at the light at the end of the tunnel. Probably like I could see Big House happening, because Big House is in October, right?
Yeah. But they got shut down for online. They got shut down for online.
Yeah, it got shut down for online, but in person it'll probably run. So Big House will probably run, and I think that's realistically the earliest big thing. Because I don't think there's enough time for like SmashCon or Shine to happen, because those are in August, and that's only like 3 months away.
We should room together for the first major back.
Yeah, that sounds super fun. I'm super down for that.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Oh, we could do like a live episode.
Fuck yes.
Do a live episode. That'd be super fun.
It'll be Puffcast episode 4, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Long brain. I'm kidding.
But
every month.
Who do you think will do well going to LAN, and who do you think will struggle?
I think Hbox is gonna do well on LAN. Put that out there. Because he'll care, hopefully. If he doesn't do well, then I don't know what to say. Shit, dude. Shit. Oh, man. Whoa! Big shit. Zane just came in with the raid at 362.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh shit about.
Oh shit.
The Zane raid.
Yo, what is up, everybody? This is episode 3 of the Puffcast here with my co-host Faust, SSBN.
Welcome, Zane's chat.
Plug yourself.
We're just talking about who's gonna suck and who's gonna be good when online comes back, or LAN comes back, because we're basically there now.
Follow Faust.
Yeah, follow me. I'll drop my Twitter. No time.
Thank you, Zane.
No time to stop shilling. And I don't know because I think that there are very few people I have faith that they won't do well. Because I think most people
think they're better offline.
Yeah, I think very few people. There's no like secret Falco mains or anything who are gonna. I think the people who are gonna struggle are the people who have like haven't had like a significant amount of LAN experience yet.
Yeah.
Like the people who haven't gotten used to like playing in front of other people.
Yeah. So whoever's doing well now, that's not like deadpan about like everything, is probably just going to do worse, because getting up on stage and performing is a very different experience. Even if it's just pools and no one's watching, it's just like no one in the crowd specifically. It feels very, very different than just any other form of Melee I've ever played. Yeah.
Like, I think the bones of the world, the people who have like significant LAN experience, and who have been to a bunch of majors are going to do really well once tournaments come back. But the people who have like not to throw my boy B-Bats under the bus, but like B-Bats, he like kind of struggled at his first LAN tournament, maybe partially because of that.
He's a floaty, so he's gonna get the hate.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be hard to It's going to be hard to navigate that, but I'm hopeful, and I'm really excited to see what IRL storylines happen when LAN tournaments come back based on who does well and who doesn't. So this is something that I added that I wanted to talk about, because we've talked about it a little bit, and you and I have both tweeted about this, and it's the Fox Puff matchup on FD, and like, where do you see that going in the future? I think it's awful. Like, so bad.
It's really bad. Like, I joke around saying, like, Puff does well there, but in actuality, Puff does fucking garbage.
Dude, I've been telling you this for so long, and you're like, no, dude, she actually does good on FD. And I'm like, no, you're wrong.
You gotta believe in yourself, dude. You gotta believe.
Dude, I believe in myself to win with not Puff. Like, I've thought about Marth.
That's not a win, I hear.
I think I'm going to just play the Ditto on FD. I think I'm going to go back to that. Because my Fox is alright, and it's especially good at the Ditto on FD. Golden is playing Pikachu now.
No, dude. Wait, like, for FD? What the fuck?
Yeah, he's been hitting up like the various servers in Melee Online asking for Foxes to play against his Pikachu. Which is fine. I think if you're like, you don't actually have to learn anything about the punish game. If you just play Pikachu on FD,
wait,
literally it's just get a grab and he's dead. Like, it's the best chain grab probably. It's just Pikachu's neutral kind of sucks.
But like, in my opinion, if you're just fishing for shield grab, which I'm gonna assume is what you're kind of doing if you don't really play Pikachu, you could just shield grab with Puff and get up the rest.
Yeah, but they're gonna DI it. Like, I don't know.
They don't.
I'm not sure if I never get up the rests anymore. I always have to like do a combo into them now.
You're right. These Foxes have been DIing lately, but LAN's coming back, so they're not gonna be able to DI.
Dude, every Fox has gotten, at least on the East Coast. The West Coasters are still shitters against Puff, I think. But the East Coast is actually so good at that matchup now. I feel like I get nothing for free anymore.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. But yeah, I think we have to work. I think there's probably something that has to be done. If it's worth for Fox players to switch off Fox against Marth, I think it's probably worth it for Puff players to switch off.
I don't agree. I don't agree, dude. Puff is good. I think Puff
is good, but so is Fox, and Fox can't make it work against Marth.
Shit, I'm circling around now. I went from saying FD's bad. Now I'm thinking like, no, FD's not that bad.
No, you're right. Dude, I thought I'd gotten you on the right opinion, but no, apparently dude. Not.
Like, I feel like, yeah, Puff can just do it, dude. Puff can just do it.
Okay, so how do you land? How do you approach? This is the thing too. I think that it's like the kind of thing. You know how like people, it's like if the Fox gets a lead, it's over. You can't approach. It's impossible to approach without platforms. Because your jump squat's so bad. It's so bad. And you just like, I've talked to, Solo's mentioned this to me, where he says, oh yeah, like, your frame 5 jump squat just cripples you because you become so reactable. Back air is frame 14 from grounded.
Then don't start jumping from the ground.
Well, okay, then you're in the air. Okay, so you've used your jump. Then you eventually have to land, and then they scout your landing, and then you get grabbed, and then you die at 50 because you can't mix up where you land really well.
But they die at 10.
No, they don't, because they'll DI it, and because there's no platforms, you can't reaction tech chase rest either. You just have to get lucky.
They're not gonna always DI it.
They almost always do, dude.
Then up air, you up air first, and then you rest.
No, but then they DI that.
No, you can't DI that. It's a true combo.
They can SDI the up air.
No, 2, it's true. You can true combo them.
2 combo up throw into
up air and then kill. Yes,
what
they can
if they
SDI
DI behind. What if they DI behind?
Up air again.
No, you can't up air DI behind. You have to back air it.
Oh, you're talking about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Edge guard.
Okay, you edge guard them on stage. 2saint, it doesn't. FD's a huge stage.
No,
it's like you grabbing them and throwing them off stage from an up air and then back airing and then guessing right again are so small.
Man, it's possible though. It's possible.
It's possible, but I think it's probably worth developing a secondary for.
No. Fuck no. Just no.
Especially because you can brain dead chain grab Fox with so many characters. You could play Game & Watch against Fox on FD for all I care.
Okay, hear me out here. Hear me out.
Yeah, go for it.
If you beat the Fox on FD as Puff, you won the set.
Oh, if you win game 2? Probably.
If you win any game,
you have Dreamland twice.
Well, not even that. It's just that you're better than the Fox. You have shattered their hopes of winning. They're like, fuck, I just lost on FD.
Well, yeah, I guess you could say that about Fox Marth too. Doesn't mean that matchup isn't dog shit. Like,
that's true.
You know, it feels like, I don't know. I think the main problem with that stage is it feels like it's impossible to approach because you can't like meaningfully, like create a way. It's so easy for Fox to just like run through you on that stage, you know, because you have to approach from the ground. So you can't like shield drop back air, for instance, if they're trying to like run through you from like center or whatever.
So this is my opinion of the Fox Puff matchup on FD and pretty much in general. Fuck neutral and just get punishes. Just gimp the shit out of him and just go for like the quick kills. Like you're gonna lose neutral over and over, and I think basing the matchup off trying to win neutral, you're gonna have like a hard time. And FD like perpetuates that to like a higher degree because you're just gonna lose neutral even more. So fuck neutral and try to just cheese them as much as possible, and it'll work out.
Yes, you can't even cheese them there because there's no platforms.
Dude, Fox's
so you can't even optimize the punish game that much.
Dude, up air, back air.
What if they STI the up air up? Then you get nothing.
Up air again.
No, they jump out of it because they STI'd it up.
You're not hearing me out here. You're not here. Okay, how about this?
I'm literally hearing you out. I'm just saying you're wrong.
Rest.
Oh man, I wish it were that easy. I think, you can win on FD if you rest Fox like 3 times. Or are just like way better than them. But it feels like there's nowhere where Puff is safe on that stage. She just has no safe zones.
Dude, up there.
Like
you do the tournament winner, you pound away, and then you just jump twice. What's Fox gonna do?
Wait for you to come down?
Yeah, he has to wait.
Yeah, but what happens when he does wait? And then you try to win, and then
he gets fed up because he's a Fox player, and then he'll die to your bullshit.
Dude, so you're literally like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna rely on my opponent being a shitter to win. Like,
trust me.
Yeah, just works. Going back to ledge is the play. It's basically like the Bayonetta and Smash 4 meme. You just go to the ledge every time, and then hopefully you're safe there. You have to plank, I think, on that stage to actually win. Like, I've seen Hbox do pretty well there planking against Foxes who we'd normally lose to because they get impatient and lose. Like that set against Zuppy he played. You know? You know the one where it's like, fuck yes, motherfucker? That one. Yeah. It was just like, Zuppy got impatient because he was planking the ledge, and that worked. But
that's what you gotta do.
Yeah, ledge grab limit doesn't matter if it doesn't go to time. And then like it'll start happening where Foxmans are like, I don't want to wait, so actually the ledge grab limit just applies even if you don't go to time.
The next step in the meta.
Dude, oh my god.
Dude, okay, hear me out real quick. I have a theory. Okay. If Dreamland had the same blast zones as FD, would Dreamland still be better than FD?
If Dreamland had the same blast zones as so if you died off the top at the same percent as FD,
70.
Right, even earlier than that. You die if you get grabbed at 50, you're dead.
Yeah, you're just dead.
On FD. No, it wouldn't be as good. It would probably. It's hard to say because the platforms make it better to approach, but it's hard to calculate that because No, I would say it's probably better because Battlefield is considerably better than FD, even though you only die like 5% earlier.
But you think Dreamland would be this theoretical Dreamland would be better?
It would be better than FD, yeah.
No, dude, because you get grabbed on top platform at 30 and die.
Yeah, 20. Probably, but you know, you wouldn't die at 30. You wouldn't die at 30 because up air doesn't have good enough knockback growth.
40.
Yeah, you would die at 40 on top plat for sure.
And I'm bringing this
maybe even 35. But...
I'm bringing this theorized stage up because like.
Yeah.
Is it the stage or is it the blast zones or like
well, it's a combination of both of them. Like I think we all agree that Stadium, despite having a lower ceiling and closer blast zones, is still probably better than FD.
But think of games on Dreamland. Think about how many times you were supposed to fucking die, but you don't because it's Dreamland.
Well, I suck on Dreamland anyway, so
I do too.
But. Yeah, Yoshi's is better than FD and Stadium despite having smaller blast zones.
Oh yeah, Yoshi's is better. But
the stage is bigger. Because it's got bigger. Yeah, that's the thing too. It's like I think having platforms matters so much for Puff. The fact that you don't have to jump is so good. You can just like chill on the platform.
So can they.
You can set up easy tech traps on that stage too. Because like if they're gonna do an aerial onto the platform, if they're not a box player, you'll just up air them and they'll miss their tech every time. Like I don't know.
But okay, hear me out here. There's another scenario.
Yeah.
When Fox is laser camping in the corner, on most stages, he has two options. He can jump to the platform or just run straight. On FD, he can only run straight. He can't just jump above you.
Well, he can. He can jump and throw to move.
Then you outplay him. I think jump.
Your solution is literally just outplay your opponent, dude. That makes the stage better. Like no.
I think this theoretical Dreamland, bro, would be worse than FD, bro.
It's hard to say, because I think like you die pretty early, but you know. It's really hard with Dreamland because the platforms are actually not good for Puff. It's just the stage is big and there are platforms, you know?
You've been camped there before?
Yeah, I have, but I've also camped people on that stage, so like, you know. like when you have a lead against like Luigi or something, you go to the side platform and you just do 3 backers. It's like literally what are they gonna do? But You know,
just think
I think it might be where you can keep getting 3-stocked on FD. That's your prerogative.
I don't get 3-stocked on FD. That doesn't happen. I win there usually.
I looked at your friendly sessions with Cody. I bet you're getting destroyed on
I've
FD.
been winning there more actually.
Okay.
Recently, more recently.
Yeah, it's actually crazy how hard Cody makes that matchup.
Dude, he
doesn't give you same. I'm not sure how much you've played with Moki, but Moki is similar to me.
He just dicked me today, dude. It was horrible.
Dude, I think I know Cody might get mad at this. I think Moki's probably better at the matchup now.
No, I don't agree. I think Cody's better.
I think
Cody's better. The thing is, Moki has hubris and shit, which I think like I include that in players.
Oh yeah. Moki does have. Actually, I don't even know if Moki has hubris.
Play lame, dude.
Dude, Moki, I think, is also the best at making. I used to think Cody was the best at making stuff happen in that matchup, but it's actually Moki. Moki forces you to do stuff way more than Cody does.
I agree, but I feel like with Moki, I can cheese him.
Yeah, you can cheese him easier than you can, but you know, a lot of the time that doesn't matter. It's like what you literally have to rest him like 3 or 4 times to beat him. Sometimes it's like.
I guess if not, the matchup in general, bro.
Yeah, that's true too. So I think against good foxes, if you're playing a fox of equal skill, you have to rest them at least twice.
From my analytics, when I watched, but like looked at the stats, basically, I only win if I hit 3 rests.
Yeah. Against Cody.
Against Cody, I haven't checked Moki yet, but basically against Cody, it seems like I have to win every single neutral exchange I actually get, or I'm fucked.
Yeah. You have to that's the big thing I think in Fox Buff is just converting. If you can kill them off of every neutral, it's like what you said. If you kill them off of every neutral interaction that you win, you can afford to lose neutral like 90% of the time.
Exactly. Fuck neutral.
Hbox was onto something when he just won without rest. Yeah, that was crazy. It's like that's the thing too, because like resting is really, really good against people who are better than you, but it's a lot worse when you're playing against people worse than you. I find. You know, because if you rest someone and they kill you on the run back, you basically just like traded your stock that's worth more.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you feel like, oh, what if they like get lucky in the net? Especially against Fox, it's like, what if they just grab me at 60 and I die? And I didn't take the rest because I'm a dumbass. You know, so it's hard to say, but no, it's crazy. If these Fox players out here are actually getting good at the matchup, and it's going to be so hard to win. Even though Puff is a lot worse on net play, in my opinion.
True.
I don't know what it's going to be like going back to... I am terrified of playing Zuppy when LAN comes back again. He's hard as fuck. Because you lost to him relatively recently, too. Like, in the last 3 or 4 months,
only
right?
lost once. Everyone gets one.
Everyone does get one. But... He beat Hbox on his stream the other day.
Come on, now.
When he was doing the 20 Fox Gauntlet, and then Zuppy just destroyed him.
Beating Hbox on stream is not achievement anymore.
Yeah, I know, but still, I think Lotfi switched to the box now, so I don't know how well he'll do after. But before Lotfi was farming Michael.
Oh,
Lotfi's
a
stuff
Fox
like that. Lotfi is on box now. Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah, Lotfi the Fox, yeah.
Okay. And he's on box.
Yeah, you've played him, I think, right?
Yeah, maybe. I actually don't know.
Okay, let's smash data. Woo! This website is actually so good. So useful.
What netplay makes Puff worse? Rollback.
Yeah, it's really hard to actually space properly when there are rollbacks. If you're playing on good connection, it's obviously fine. But also, Puff's edge guarding relies a lot on audio cues, especially against spacies.
It's impossible to edge guard the space animals, dude, on that play. I've given up.
Just because Puff's frame data is pretty bad compared to the other good characters. So if you're covering a side, my game plan on edge guarding spacies on LAN is to jump out. Or is not to jump out, but is to basically set it up where I can I cover the side B with a fair, and then react to the up B, and then go out and either go out based on whether the fair happens or not, or just like react to or read the high or low recovery.
I can't even hear Falco's double jump sound.
Yeah,
which is like super important.
It's side B, like the side B is like people have talked to death about that, but it's, you know, it's like way harder to edge guard. And even then, like what are some other weird ones in that matchup? Oh, like making like quick reactions to people's approaches is also a little harder.
Your one frame move puts you to sleep.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
And a lot of times, have you ever thrown somebody, dude, and then like they roll back out the way?
Wait, sorry, can you say that again?
Have you ever thrown someone before and like they roll back out the way?
Like you've already thrown them?
You've already thrown them and then they roll back.
That's never happened to me, but that's
happened
funny.
to me. That's happened to me many times. I'm scared.
Yeah, Falcon Stomp is also really important. That's like the cornerstone of the matchup is crouching and then reacting to Stomp.
Yeah.
But if you can't react to Stomp, and Marth up B is pretty important too, but I've gotten better at just like going out and edge guarding Marth. I think that's the future. Sika put me on that grind.
I've given up on that one. I just pound up the ledge.
What I like to do is I like to do like set up a tech trap with soft fair
on the side.
Like yeah, so like you try to stage spike them, but you soft fair first.
Oh yeah.
So they tech and then you lock them out, and then you fair them again, and they just die. That's pretty good.
That's big brain. I'm stealing that.
Yeah. It works at like 60 or whatever, because that's like when soft fair won't knock down, but hard fair will. And it's good because like you can kind of do like the falling soft fair, and it'll block their up B if you're invincible, and then you can just hit them again because they might be they also might be trying to like option select attack, you know, like how Falcon will do that. It's good against Falcon for that reason as well.
On a battlefield, you can dare carry them under the stage.
Oh yeah. Well, Dare is also really good at edgeguarding Marth. And edgeguarding every character basically. Like Dare into making them up B again. I think Dare is probably Puff's most underused move.
It's low-key probably her second best aerial. I'm being quite honest. It gets so much done.
I think it's really hard because all of her aerials are really good. Like the best one's obviously back air. Up air is probably her second best one.
Yeah, up air. Yeah, up air sick. It leads in the rest.
So, like, it actually makes it possible to beat spacies that are full hopping.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be impossible.
It'd be fucked.
Yeah. And Dare is pretty good. Nair has its uses too because like it actually creates timing mix-ups in your approach because it auto cancels instead of like nairing, like landing with a bear and then being in 10 frames of lag because Puff's aerials are actually bad.
Garbo.
It actually blows my mind how people are really ignorant about like that aspect of Puff, like how bad her frame data is across the board. Like her aerials are laggy, or not laggy. They have like a lot of startup. At least her back air does, and her up air kind of does too. Like the up air hitbox is good, but it like doesn't cover all of her at once.
Yeah.
Like Martha up air and like her. Did you know her L cancel dare has 15 frames of lag, which is a fuck ton. Like it's not good. But
that's such a meme.
I know it's like I hate to be the guy. I feel like we always get to this at the end of the night, 2saint, where we start bitching about how bad Puff is, even though I think neither of us think she's bad. I think most of us think she's good.
She's so bad on paper. I don't get why she's so bad on paper though.
Yeah, it's 30 frames. It's 30 frames if you don't L cancel it, and it doesn't hurt that Puff Dare is on God the hardest aerial to L cancel in the game.
Fuck. It's 30 frames if you miss the L cancel. It's like fucking missing Link's down air. What the hell?
Yeah, I know.
So bad. Why is that so bad?
It's if you don't L cancel it, it's like you're dead like every time. I'm so convinced that like a majority of my losses in various matchups, like Peach is a big one, like trying to dare their shield, missing the L cancel, and then getting nared at 90 and dying. Like
I agree. That's
it's so bad.
I take it back there. Third best move.
Yeah, it's third best. It's pretty good if you can L cancel it, but it's like hard to consistently set that up.
Spam Z. I've never done that though.
Yeah, so you've played Lotfi. You've lost to Lotfi.
I fucking lost to this guy? No!
You did.
Who is he?
At Hax's nightclub. He is a tabernacle. He's from Montreal.
Wait, LAN or online?
You played him online at Hax's nightclub.
It doesn't count. It's online.
No, it's online. It doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
But no, you lost to him, and then you lost to Zane's Fox at that tournament. Oh, that was a rough one, buddy. I'm sorry.
Zane's Fox. I remember losing to Zane's Fox, but not Lofty. But I remember being very, very mad after losing to Zane's Fox.
Oh yeah, I was watching your stream.
I was molding.
Oh, and you also had the close set with Zeker. That was the set you should have lost. Dude, that was a painful tournament.
That was just a bad day. That was just a bad day. Was that 2020 or 2021?
That was 2021. That was like the first big tournament of 2021.
Really?
Yeah.
Hax's nightclub. Oh fuck.
Jesus.
Damn. I don't have many excuses left, dude.
Yeah. Oh man. No, but Lotfi's obviously really crazy. I can't wait till he gets good enough to with Box to like be as good against Puff. He's beaten like every Puff except for Hbox at this point, I think. Zane's Fox beat Komodo, yeah. So I think we're at the end of our prepared topic. So I guess we can like just field questions at this point and like continue to riff if you'd like.
I'm down. We could do like 30 minutes of topics or like 20.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, guys, please ask us stuff so we can answer. Mm-hmm. I have 2 questions saved from earlier before. I'm glad I saved them. This one was 2saint. Have you ever thought of making a theory crafting improvement server for Puff mains around mid-level to high level? We already have one. It's cool.
Yeah, we already have one. Yeah. It already exists.
You gotta earn your medals to get in there.
Yeah, you do. It's a pretty tight bunch.
Have we been posting lately in that?
Yeah, there's like decent people pop in. Like most of the time, it's people saying like one-off things here and there. I asked Prince Abu came in there and literally said, he's like, yeah, Yoshi's is Puff's best stage against Samus. Refuses to elaborate. Leaves. Like that was literally Prince Abu. It was so annoying. He was like, "What do you think?" I was like, "I literally can't think of a reason." Like because killing Samus on every stage is easy because you just edgeguard her.
True.
So like, why would Yoshi's be better?
Right. Exactly. I think he's just trying to bait us, dude. He's just trying to bait us.
Dude, oh my god, he's such a troll. I remember the first time I met him when I was like. It was before I even like competed. I was at not EGLX 2018. I think it was EGLX 2016. And he was so nice to me because I was some like randy guy. He's really nice to rant, but like he fucks with people he knows can take it. Like holy crap! In Moki's chat, he's always fucking with me. Whenever he's in there,
he's a funny guy. He has jokes for days. I think he's like one of the funniest people in Smash. Period.
Yeah.
Like he should be. You should be on Ludwig's show, dude.
Yeah.
But I actually met him not in real life, but like online. Like my first 2 weeks of playing Puff, I paid for coaching for him.
Dude, I've tried to pay him for coaching, but he won't give it to me.
Dude, I was the only session he's ever had.
So let's answer this question from the chat first, and then we can move to the other written down one. As someone new to the scene that wants to get into competitive Melee, what's a good starter to use? I think the best place to start is learning how to move. And once you get the movement down, I think the best way to get better is probably is to play.
I think they meant character.
Oh, what's a good starter to use? Good starting character? Probably... Like I think Falcon's probably a good character to learn with.
Really?
Yeah, he's like pretty easy. He's got like his movement isn't super hard, but it teaches you like the basics of moving with every character. His combos like are a good mix of guaranteed stuff and also reads. So, you know.
You're right. Yeah, Falcon actually is a good character. I never heard that as a beginning.
Marth is good too, I think, because Marth like teaches he teaches you how to space by playing the character. She can be good too, but she doesn't there's some things in her movement that you don't like really have to learn. As for bad characters, I think that starting with Falco and Puff is probably pretty bad. I think those are bad characters to start with.
I feel like Sheik is the best because you can't rely on any bullshit. Like you have no X factor, and like that's gonna be good for if you decide that you don't. Oh, did my thing freeze? Okay, it's back. If you don't want to like play Sheik, it'll be better to just like switch off a Sheik and try someone else. I think learning the game without having an X factor is pretty underrated.
Yeah, no, I think but ultimately if your goal is just to like get a feel for the game, I think those are all like Falcon, Sheik, or Marth are probably the best decisions.
Oh yeah.
But really just like play who you want. Because if you're like, it's going to be a lot easier to get better if you actually enjoy the character and their play style.
Yeah.
Think of it like, when you're in like school and you have a bunch of subjects, like you always did the best at the subjects you actually liked.
Exactly.
So are there any main standout things that you can think of that separate a good Puff from a bad or mediocre Puff? You answer this first. I think you probably have a better.
I feel like bad Puffs are very slow, and it hurts to watch sometimes how slow they are. Because like I think Puff could be played just way faster than what I see sometimes, and it hurts to see. Like
I think that matters a lot.
Like they won't fast fall a lot of their jumps. They'll just like fall so slowly and then they just get grabbed or some shit. Like the positioning will be very questionable. They'll shield, but like they'll shield in ways that's just kind of horrible. I can't really explain this one. Like they just spam shield. I feel like they just land and spam shield and they don't really mix up their landing options, which is a big part of Puff. Is like you got to mix up the landing, like what you do off landing, like land grab, land dash attack, land forward smash, land dash back, land crouch. But they just tend to go for land shield immediately, and that's just it. A lot of Puffs bad Puffs tend to not crouch cancel grab a lot of moves in the game, like Fox Nair. They're like kind of scared to get hit by the Nair, so they'll try and just shield grab it and then they get shined. What else?
Sorry to interrupt, but just because it's related to this. Only finding grabs through shield grabbing, I think, is another sign of like Puffs who aren't quite there yet. Yeah. I think like knowing how to grab is a really important part of Puff, and like how to condition shield is something that's like a more of a high level concept that a lot of mediocre Puff players are don't know very well. Also, knowing when to shield grab is another important Puff skill. Like this is something that I think Komodo is so good at. Komodo has the best shield grabs in the game, and that's not even an insult. He just knows exactly when like his opponent's either going to shield after an aerial or when their shield pressure is loose, or when like they know when he can read like a Falco's shield pressure to know to catch them when they're not aerialing. Like that's something that's really important too, I think, to be good at against Spaceys.
My shield grab method is that if I'm playing against like Hacks Money, I'm just not going to attempt a shield grab. I'm just not going to attempt it.
It's a 50-50. Either you shield grab or you don't. Or you get the shield grab or you don't. But relying too much on a singular win condition solo, that's another thing. Being bad at edge guarding, which to be fair, 2saint and I are probably not. That would make us mediocre.
It's hard. It's hard.
Both really bad. We're both really bad at edge guarding, but
I think
edge guarding's hard.
Mediocre Puffs don't use dare like at all. Like like they don't try and do shield. Yeah, that's actually a thing. Mediocre Puffs don't shield poke, which is a lot. I think of her game. I think her game plan is centered around shield pokes a lot of time because what beats Puff is like run up shield. So you gotta like make the shield little and then make their head pop out or like their legs pop out. So they tend to never like capitalize on the fact that shields are low, and they'll just hit the M&M still. They'll just keep hitting the M&M instead of hitting the legs.
Yeah, just beating shield in general, I think, is something that is like a difficult hurdle for for every Puff to beat. And I think it's also really because it's really scary, especially when you're at to like just beat shield, because a lot of the time if you're like doing your aerial game plan, you have to land and then grab, which is slow as hell. That's like probably at least 12 frames before you
7
can
landing,
do it.
7 grab. 7's for the grab.
4 landing, 7 grab. If it's depends on if you land with an aerial or not, but
okay.
Yeah, because landing a lag is always 4 frames if you're just empty landing.
Okay.
So at least 11. Yeah, bad at setting. Conditioning shield is important. What else did we have for questions? Because I feel like that covers a lot of like the bad puff habits that you can teach, that you can like learn to beat. Practicing out of shield is really important too. Like knowing when to roll, wave dash, up smash, or grab is like super crucial, and you can get a lot of wins just by like guessing right in those situations.
Yeah.
So.
Hope that answers your question.
Yeah, I don't know if that's got like everything that you need to, or you're looking at, but that's like what I think of. Is Puff still considered S tier? Yeah, I think she's 4th right now.
Yeah.
But that's not even saying that Puff is like 4th and that's bad. It's also just like I have a lot of faith in Spacies and Marth.
I think Puff should be question number 1. And IMO.
Yeah, the thing, Stylofy, that you have to do in situations like that is like if people start getting really good at reading when you're going to tomahawk, you can frequently read what they're going to do in reaction to your tomahawk.
Yes.
So like a lot of foxes like to shield, for instance. So empty land, full hop up air is actually so good. I love that. It feels like I actually just read the shit out of you. Like, oh man, it's so funny. But yeah, tomahawking is something that's like a skill too. Also, like learning that like there are a lot of mix-ups that are tomahawk grab mix-ups that don't like immediately end in grab, right? So like for instance, you land and then you wave dash forward and grab. I think that's really good, especially if you're dealing with someone in the corner. Because a lot of the time people won't if they know you're gonna like tomahawking, especially at early percents, they're not going to shield in that space. They might throw out an aerial. But if you like land outside of their threat range and then wave dash in and grab, they're gonna like think you're gonna try to hit them with an aerial from that range instead of just grabbing them. So that's like another high level concept.
I really want to land and have them spot dodge and I just rest it.
Oh, dude. Something that I learned, I'm not sure if you knew this. Did you know Puff can just like raw rest miss tech on the ground?
Oh, dude, yeah, I've been doing that shit, dude. I love it.
I saw Golden do that, and I've been doing it so much now. It's actually crazy.
Dude,
you can
right?
literally just rest it.
I learned that from Pig in Capital Region years ago. I used it most recently against Hacks at that LAN tournament. I just up tilted him and I just rested immediately.
Yeah. You see, he just like misses the tech and it's like, oh, guess he's dead.
You're dead, buddy. But, no jabber set needed.
Yeah, it's good too, because especially against a character like Falcon who can SDI your jab.
They can do that?
Yeah, they can SDI your jab at some percents.
Oh,
like not at 0, but like at like decently low. Falco can do it too. Like Bobby's done that to me before.
Yeah.
He's SDI'd my jab up and then punished me for it. But if you just raw rest it, especially if they're jamming up to SDI your jab, they just die off the top from the rest because and then it's like, okay, so it's like a good it's like the next stage in the method. Does rest beat CC ASDI down up tilt knockback if they don't tech?
Well, if it knocks down.
Yeah, if it knocks down, which I think probably starts knocking down around 50 if I had to guess. I'm not sure though. It depends on the character, obviously. But
I got the frame data. Hold on.
You'd have to lab that though. I'm not sure like whether assuming they miss the tech, I don't know what like their options are like from there.
Yeah, like 50.
But it'd be worth testing, I think. It's also like I guess you could react and do. I'm not sure if you have enough frames to recover. Like I guess you could react regardless, but no, it's tough. Just like resting off miss tech though, I think and resting off like tech in place in like tech chase situations too, when they're like when you knock them down with a back air, for instance, and just like rest their tech option. I think that could be the future too. Like the only thing that you can't rest on reaction, I think there is at like 40 or 50 is probably tech roll away.
Yeah. No, you can. It depends. If the edge is near, you can.
Yeah, if the edge is near, you can do it. But I'm saying like if they have the full stage to tech away,
Oh yeah, then
I
you're
don't think
fucked.
you can. Yeah, then they can just tech away, and that's the thing with Puff is like you kind of have to learn that a lot of the time all you get from a knockdown is just stage positioning.
So you gotta decide when you're actually going for the knockdown. Sometimes, like, is it worth it?
Yeah, yeah. No, it's that's something to think about too. Sometimes you don't want because that knockdown can be so juicy if you get it in the right spot.
Right.
But
you know, any more questions?
Yeah, you had one more question from that you wrote down, right?
I think we answered it. It was the teams
Oh,
question.
it's the teams one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Puff sucks in teams, Looky. Is tech roll reactable to rest if you're positioning to also rest tech in place? Says it's not. You have to commit to a 1 and 3. I don't know. So I'm thinking of a situation where you're coming down and resting. I don't know. It's hard to say. Might be worth labbing.
You could do both. You can do the Waveland rest.
Well, I think we're talking about right now, not on platforms.
Yeah, you can do it on stage too. You can actually do it on stage. But it's like it's just hard to do because this is all on reaction, right? So you're just gonna have to be like on your shit.
Yeah, because intuitively, it's to me you would be able to cover it, but I don't know. That wave dash in reaction to on platforms is also something that you've innovated recently that I think has legs too. I need to learn it.
Sick as fuck.
Yeah, it's a good way. It's like a pretty easy way to cover.
So on stage, the reason why the waveland works is because you get that 0 degree waveland. Like the one that's like super long if you do it like right before you like touch the ground. You know how like Falco does like a backflip and then does a waveland and it's like super long. It's the same concept with Puff. Puff gets that too. So if you do it right, you're able to just be like, to switch your committed option, I guess, to the Waveland rest. It's hard though. It's hard. If you're hitting that in tournament, you're a god.
Yeah, you'd be doing the Waveland back in this situation. Oh no, but you'd be Wavelanding forward because most of the time you'd be back airing, so you're facing away.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter which way you're facing.
Yeah. But they're saying this person in the chat is saying 0 degree waveland is only if you're doing the wave dash back.
No.
I don't know if that's true, but if it is true, then it might not work. How can you do a 0 degree waveland with Puff? Yeah, because Puff's also her ECB doesn't change as much as other characters. It's super weird.
My my whole game plan is really centered around the wave dash, and that's why I will never switch to box. So that's the reason why I've been.
You gotta get a frame one. Those things have the cheater wave dashes.
It does.
I think so.
Real shit.
I don't want to spread propaganda in case that's not true, but
I'll check
from what I understand, that controller is basically an unnerfed box.
Oh baby, you should have known. I told me, dude.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'll switch.
And being able to get reaction tech chase resting on that thing must be so easy. Because you can go from full drift one way to full drift another way with just switching your hand on which button you're pressing.
I'm looking at it right now. Cause dude, that's the only reason why I just won't play in the box. If this has it, I'll literally just order it. I'll order it right now.
Yeah, I don't know if they have them in stock right now, but
I have my ways.
Oh, true. Look at me. I'm a top player. I can ask people for things and they'll do them for me.
They're definitely gonna tell me no. I just want to sound cool.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's yeah, can I have a box? No. Sorry, you're not important.
Sorry, my bad. I was supposed to get the Alt Lab controller, the one with it's like a box but it has a joystick.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's in development hell, so.
Oh yeah.
It's looking like it should have been done by January.
The pandemic slowed a lot of things down too.
True.
Because shipping and stuff has gotten a lot worse.
Yeah.
From what I understand. I'm not an expert, but yeah.
Dude, the Twitter
any more questions from the peanut gallery over here?
I'm gonna see if anyone asks a question under the tweet. I probably not. Let's see. Oh no, no one asked. Meaning we're
That's
done.
lame.
That's lame, right?
Oh, are we free?
I think we're free.
We're free.
Croucher?
But yeah. I guess, yeah, if you wanna you stream like most days now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. Oh, favorite matchups to play. Fox is really fun to play if I'm not getting destroyed. But that's true with most matchups. I like probably Fox and Marth the best.
More for me. Falcon close second. I kind of don't like
Falcon.
playing against the Spaceys.
Yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't want to play. I think Falco's kind of annoying to play against. Falcon's fun because like it feels really different from a lot of other Puff matchups. Dude, getting an up air on Falcon is so much fun. Right. I love up airing Captain Falcon. But I think Fox is super fun just because like, especially I notice this a lot when I play against hacks. Is like in other good Foxes generally, but especially against hacks, is like playing carefully matters so much.
Yeah.
You know? And I kind of like that. Even though it's annoying to play in tournament, it's really, really fun to play in practice.
Yeah.
In terms of playing in tournament, though, I think probably Marth maybe is my favorite.
I feel like with Fox, the play is fun. Like you said, like the careful play. I think that part's really fun, but I don't think we can be creative like at all in the matchup. Yeah. It really comes down to back air, grab, and pound, and barely pound. Really, more like up air, I guess.
Yeah, it's like, oh, did you like find your grabs or your up airs into rest tech chases? Like, yeah, okay, you won. Did you not? Or did you like get throw up aired at 54 times? It's like sometimes that's the thing about Fox too, is it feels like that's one of the matchups where like good Puff players can just lose. Yeah. Because one, because the matchup, like you can kill Puff so early, and two, because Fox's counter picks are so well.
Yeah, I agree. I think the Fox could literally play bad and just win. Not even like better player, just like, or worse player, just play bad and win.
It also feels like a type of thing where like best of threes are really, really hard because it's hard to like feel out how the Fox plays in a best of three sometimes. And then sometimes you just like guess when they're gonna grab you wrong. Like learning to when like to mix up shield and stuff is like super important in the matchup. And if you just like the gap between winning and losing is just shielding at the wrong time a couple times.
Yeah. Almost all the time, really, dude. Like you whiff a grab, they grab you back. Oh shit. Damn, dude.
That's it. Thanks for playing. That's the one matchup where whenever I play against Foxes who are like a little worse than me, or like maybe a tier or two below me, I'm super terrified every time. Because it's like, even if they're not great at the match, that's another thing. You don't really have to be like good at the matchup to make an upset in that matchup sometimes. You know? You just have to like know the basic rules to follow.
Yeah. But I also think like playing friendly with them is not fun in the same right. Like if you're better than a Fox player, it tends to not be fun like at all.
Dude, especially when all they're doing is like execution testing you with full hop back airs and up tilts. It's like, okay, dude, like I'm just gonna wait for you to do the bad move and punish you for it, and then kill you for it because you also don't know how to DI because you're bad at the matchup. It's just, it's just really annoying. But this is why you don't feel anything out and just bear on platforms. That's true. It's like the first rule of Melee. The only way to win at Melee is to not play at all. But it's
facts.
Oh man, and Fox's dash, and also when they just like want to dash dance under the side platform, and you're like, especially on the big stages, like on Stadium, on Battlefield, you can actually approach from the other platform. Like you can full hop, drift in and catch them in the corner. But like on Stadium, it's like, oh, okay, I guess I can't do anything. Like I have to go to the other platform to approach you, but then you're underneath me, and then you'll just back air me. I don't know. You just have to get lucky to beat Fox sometimes, and it sucks. But yeah, no, it's crazy. What's the next big thing? Is there anything coming up before the summer?
I don't
that you can think of.
Literally, it's Rona Rumble, then Summit, and then it's just like that's it. Online, wait,
and then the online era is probably over after that.
Bro, I just got here.
Dude, maybe you should have entered earlier.
I had school.
Hey, dude. So did I.
Man.
But I also didn't enter when I was in school either, so. Yeah. But you also entered a decent amount. Like,
and not as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, like during the summer you were entering a decent amount.
Bro, it was not Slippy though. That was
when did Slippy come out? Gommel, which you did well at. That was a good tournament for you. Gommel.
I did do well.
You beat like Zamu, Zealot, Cobalt, Aklo. You lost to Bobby and SFAT, but that happens.
Bobby beat Cody that day too.
Yeah. And then that was back when Bobby was. It was like, dude, Bobby's like the wave.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck us all up.
And then he didn't. And then your LACS wasn't great. You lost. Well, actually, it was fine. You lost to Rishi and Wizrobe, which are fine. But no, you just didn't enter as much as I thought you did. I guess. And that happens. You almost won every tournament you've entered since. Okay, so since Cody's custom stage tournament, you have gotten first or second at every tournament you entered. Does that sound right?
For 2021?
No, you didn't get second at the Uncle Sam's tournament because you DQ'd.
Oh,
and you didn't get second at 4 Loco. But you did really well at almost every tournament you entered.
I entered
like you have a lot of first and second there. You got first at you got second at Black Empowerment.
Oh yeah.
You got first at Cody's sub tournament, second at Black Empowerment, first at an Uncle Sam's, first at a Rollback Rumble, 17th at 4 Loco. Damn. Then you DQ'd out of an Uncle Sam's, 13th at Pot of Gold, 7th at the Glint, first at another Uncle Sam's, and then you won Ginger's Pot of Gold. So, dude, you have like a top 20 player resume right now. Like,
yes. But when LAN comes back, I'm gonna be worse. Maybe, probably not.
We'll see. I think you can probably carry it forward. But do you have? I guess that's like all we got for tonight. I don't know if
I'm down to call it.
You got anything else to say? But
I kind of want to Uncle Punch. I really want an RTC for like the next hour.
Okay. I'm gonna sign off for the night, I think. But this has been a good chat. So
yeah, this has been a great return to the Puffcast.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let's do the next one before I leave for the summer. So like maybe in a few weeks.
When do you leave?
So what day do I leave? I leave the 12th
of June.
Yeah.
All right.
If we have stuff to talk about, we'll talk about it. Okay. But if we don't, then we don't have to. You know.
We could just do one as a send off too.
Yeah, that's true. And I might be able to do a couple while I'm away. But it just like depends on a few things.
Okay.
But we'll see.
All right.
Good night. Also, Solo, why are you awake?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Go to sleep.
Holy shit.
Yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitch and Twitter and all that. I'm sure if you're here, you follow 2saint already, but yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Don't worry about it. Good night.
Bye, Faust.
Bye. Have a great time.
And that concludes another great Puffcast podcast. Amazing. It was amazing. I'm super glad we finally got through doing this one. Holy moly. Well, guys, did you guys enjoy the episode? Great Puffcast. Thank you, Hayden. I'm super